Good evening. Welcome to the Dugout. As promised, we are going to be discussing the IPL and IPL releases. It's not so much retention. This is the time for IPL teams to release players. Why is it? Because 15th is the deadline. This weekend is the deadline by which they will have to let the IPL Governing Council know which are the players that they have released. And why is the release important? Because if they want to go into the auction with any amount of purse and if they want to buy anything, they will have to release players, because most franchises are barely left with any purse, 30 lakhs, 50 lakhs and thereabouts, which is not going to help them get some big players in the auction. So for which they will have to release. Now, there will be certain franchises that will release many more players than the others because they would want a complete revamp. They could be franchises that are happy with their combination. Yet I can't think of a single franchise that will not want to go shopping in the auction, because no matter how good you are, even if you may be defending champions or finalists, there are areas where you would have had certain issues in terms of, balance or certain parts of your game which are not really working out, for which you will have to go out in the market to shop. Also, there will be some big names that will be available for sale. For example, someone like Cam Green is going to be there. I'm sure an all-rounder is very important. Everyone would want to have him in the team. Wouldn't hurt their chances. So those are things that most teams will be looking at, which is why they'll have to release a few players. I'm in the company of Shane and Harshit, my two younger colleagues who follow IPL much more religiously than I do. And so they're all going to help me out in reaching some sort of understanding as to what could be those areas that the teams could look at. Okay, so this is something that these two have decided. I was vetoed that they said, let's start with RCB. And I've said, okay, let's start with RCB. So have you got certain names that you have in mind? We've also got the purse now. RCB is left with
75 lakhs?
75 odd. So
Let's begin with the good thing is, I was...
For this, what you've sent me, Harshit, who's coordinating this?
We only.
No, but who is saying we are getting? You only.
Yeah.
But so if we are, then in the middle you can go and bring him only. We're live. Yeah, why not? We'll chat for 10 minutes and then let him go whenever. So
let me go try that.
Yeah, okay. Do that once we are, we can have a special treat for our viewers for 10 minutes. Yeah. We can have him and we can
lovely
digress.
Let me, I'll just keep everything posted.
Yeah. So just go bring him on. I have a place here where he could be next to me. We can have a mic also. We have an extra mic?
Yes.
If we have to bring in somebody, we will have a mic. Yeah, just give the mic to me. We'll keep it here. What if we can, have the rest of our audience. Don't have to turn it on. I'll turn it on. Yeah. Just check all that and you can give me one mic. Okay. So let's turn our attention towards RCB.
Yeah.
Okay, Shane, take us through.
So RCB, I think
75 enough. Firstly, no. They'd
want to release a couple of players, and there were two players very obviously who came to my mind. We've got 5 on our screen that we can see, and from there I actually whittled it down to 2 players who I think for sure are going back into the auction pool.
Okay.
The 2 being Liam Livingston and Razik Salamdar. For very obvious reasons. The rest of their core I think is very well settled. Even if you look at the more expensive players, Hazelgod was top notch for them. Bhuvi was top notch for them. Of the more expensive players, obviously Virat in top form last year. Rajat Patidar was good. Phil Salt was worth all the money. So I don't see them needing to release any one of the bigger names. Maybe a Lungi Sani and Giri could be another if they want to go down that route. So 2 for sure who I think are on the chopping block. There's Liam Livingston. 8.5 crores, 8.75.
Though the one thing I remember about RCB last season was, while a lot of them didn't have an outstanding season, whether it's Liam Livingston or Lungi Ngidi as you mentioned, but every time they were called upon, Liam Livingston also towards the when I think Tim David got injured and he was brought in and he did the job for them. Towards I think finals, it was him. So towards the end, he didn't start off well when they got him, but then he was out, and then David gets injured. He comes
back in.
And so same with Lungisangi Ngidi.
Yeah, later on in the tournament, he was very good, especially when Hazelwood was not available.
Exactly.
So, but I do think that, see, if you now have these core guys back, if a David is playing, I think with Liam, is the last 2-3 years in IPL have been kind of hit or miss. And I'm talking not just his RCB time as well. Even for Punjab, he used to be hit or miss. So it was good at times, very good at times, not great at times. In fact, I remember for Punjab at times, his bowling was better than his batting. For 8.75 crores, if you need to make space for someone, I think he's on the chopping block for sure. He's that one player for sure. The other, which is a bit unfortunate, I think is Rasik Salamdar. You could still keep with the Lungi Ngidi. He's an international level player. Rasik, you've got 6 crores.
With Rasik, I agree with you. No, he went for 2.0. No,
Rasik was 6 crores.
6 CR for.
It was a 2.6, my bad. Yeah. Even then, 2.6, I don't think you can kind of phase him out. He was a squad player. You can perhaps go for someone younger.
I think that's good enough money that will help you get back into the scheme of things. Just double check his price.
Let me double check that myself.
No, they'll do it. So with Rasik, if you see 2.6, if it is indeed correct as what our producers are showing, then yeah, I mean 2.6 also worth it. But you know why I'm saying Lungi Sangi and Ngidi, I may not be very okay with having him go out. No, you're correct. It is 6 CR. So it's a mistake at our end and not yours.
That's what I'm saying.
For which somebody is going to die today, but nonetheless. So 6 CR for Rasik. Yeah, there it is.
You're not keeping him for 6 crores.
Yeah.
Are you keeping Rasik for 6 crores? Not a chance.
No. And even if I really want him, I can always send him back to auction and get him much cheaper.
Exactly, because he's not a player who comes with a big reputation, right?
Yeah.
In fact, most people will remember him as being that bowler who got tonked when he was at Delhi.
Yes.
He didn't play too many games last year. He was good in the few games he played, but 6 crores on your roster, really? When you have to rebuild. And I mean, one thing we always say about teams that are settled, there's 2 ways of looking at it, right? Either you stick with exactly the same core which won you, but you run the risk of being stagnant. Or you look and say, okay, these players I don't necessarily need. What can I do to take my team to the next level? Do I want to stagnate? I don't want to stagnate. So the most obvious for me there is that 6 crore. You have to then let him go.
I'll go with, I think the 2 that I can agree with you is a Livingston and a Rasik Salamdar. I think these are the 2 that you can let go, and you're going to be, getting upwards of 14 CR, almost 15 CR.
Yeah.
That's enough for me to go. Why I'm not removing Lungi Skangi Ngidi from there is because, as I said, Hazelwood has been outstanding. But remember, Hazelwood have played a full Ashes series. Yeah. Hazelwood have been playing a T20 World Cup. There's going to be some massive amount of workload that Hazelwood have gone through. After that, am I guaranteed of getting a Hazelwood for an entire IPL season? Maybe, maybe not. So that, which is why I'm saying I've got an Ngidi and I'm not letting go of an Ngidi. So I'm keeping that. Harshit, quick words. We've only zeroed in on 2 players for RCB. One is, of course, Livingston. The other is Rasik Salamdar. Both combined at 8.7 and 6 CR have given me close to 15 CR, and those are the 2 names we've agreed on. There was Ngidi in the list, but we kind of shot that down considering Hazelwood's workload with the Ashes T20 World Cup. You'd want to keep a backup. No, I'm going to add another name, Yash Dayal.
Yeah, I do have.
And I'll tell you why that is going to be for reasons, because there are a couple of court cases that he's having to deal with. He sent a letter to the BCCI, I remember, where he's himself asked to be kept away. So he's not playing any domestic cricket as such. I don't know whether during the IPL he could be back. So you run that risk of not having him available. Otherwise, on performance, I would have kept him.
Yeah.
But because of that technicality, that makes it 3 players then. That we are,
and then that gives you more than 20 crores, because you already have 75 lakhs in your purse anyway. So you go with 20.5 crores if the math is correct. So that's a good enough amount of money to kind of rebuild. I didn't go with Yash Dayal for the simple reason that I assumed he'd be there. Because purely on a performance basis, I do not drop him.
But the thing is that, you have to take that call now.
Yeah.
What if he's not there? You have to free that money. You can't lock that money and go to an auction without
Landlocked.
that.
Also, also, since the case is sub judice, I don't want to be taking a risk with the player on whom the order could come any time. You don't know how these things work at times. Court matters.
Yeah.
So that's why I have him marked out of the team sheet that I have. Hazelwood also, I have a bit of an asterisk because again, don't know what his availability could be like. Rashid Saramdal again, name.
But you're not releasing a Hazelwood. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
you're not releasing a Hazelwood.
But you're keeping some fast bowlers in case.
Yes, Nuwan Tushar is another name that I have. Again, that doesn't free up a lot of money, but given his utility, 1.6 crore, then you've got 75 CR in the bank or 0.75 CR, so that's 75 lakhs. I think, if you release Nuwan Tushar, that gives you a cushion of about 2.5 crore. Maybe you can go shopping then with that money. Plus, of course, Rashid Saramdar, Yash Dayal, all of that put together gives you a purse of about 6 crores.
No, but we've got a bigger purse, right? Livingston goes, Rasik Salamdar goes. That's about 15 CR there. Ayash Dayal then, because of technicality, he goes out, and that's another 5 CR. So we're looking at about a 20 CR purse. I think you can keep a Tusara, considering if Hazelwood is not fully available. So keep a Ngidi, keep a Tusara. So 3 names I think we've zeroed in pretty much, which think RCB can do away with. Okay, we're going to move to franchise number 2. Who would you want to have now?
Let's go with the 2 franchises in, let's say, the news the most, and let's start with CSK.
Ooh, okay, CSK.
Since obviously they're the one team who've been going hard at a trade. And so let's go with CSK. And I think they are that one side who needs a major overhaul. They're one of maybe 3 sides I would pick that need a major overhaul. CSK is obviously one of them. Obviously, that 9.7 CR that we can see of their purse being left, a lot of that comes from R. Ashwin even retiring. Yes. So that is a big advantage.
A lot of
them.
Everything
comes from there.
Yeah.
So in that sense, they've been served great. Of course, potentially, see, if Sam Curran we've kept there, but he's going to be traded. Even beyond these, see, the 3 names are there lower. I think these 3 are the big ones who are definitely going. You're getting rid of Rahul Tripathi, that saves you 3.4 crores. You're getting rid of Deepak Hooda, that saves you 1.7 crores. And Vijay Shankar saves you a further 1.2 crores.
That's about 6 odd crore that you've got here between the 3 of them. 6 crores there, plus 9 you already have because Ashwin is retired.
Yeah.
About 10 you have, in fact, considering the previous money. 10 and 6, so you're about sitting at 16 CR with just releasing a Rahul Tripathi, Deepak Hooda and a Vijay Shankar. You, of course, Ravindra Jadeja then becomes a clear-cut swap in terms of money.
Yeah, 80.
But if you're also releasing Sam Curran as a +1, that does release money.
Crore.
That does release money. Yeah. So from 16, you're going to about 18 odd crores. So 18 odd crores is a good enough money for you to take.
Can I also add one more name there?
Yes.
Did we mention Conway over there for 6?
No, we have not.
I was actually coming to one of him or Rachin.
Yeah, because both were bought for a sizable amount of money. Rachin still gives you a bowling option. Conway
But
don't
he's really
get
old.
that. But I'd rather keep somebody who's multifaceted than a Conway who wasn't a glowing success.
Just an addition about Rachin, he's not had a great time after the IPL as well.
Exactly.
And if you remember, we discussed this when he was bought, that they've got Rachin mostly for his exploits in the 50-over game.
Yeah.
But his T20 numbers even prior to that weren't great. He wasn't even making the New Zealand T20 team. And his numbers after that also haven't been great in the IPL. So his form's a bit down. T20 has never been that outstanding. So he becomes that person. There's Conway, Hooda, Vijay Shankar, Tripathi, we've already agreed upon.
They're the unholy trinity.
They're
out.
Curran, which is going to go as a swap deal.
Yeah.
So if you were to add both Rachin and Conway, what stops you from...
One of them, I think. I think you'll keep a Conway. Because then you definitely have an obvious opening for an opener.
Or you keep a Rachin and let go of a Conway.
I would keep Conway.
I would, in fact, because we've seen Rachin be a great success in 50-over cricket. Also, the 50-over World Cup that was played in India, he did very well, I remember. My point being, again, why I'm just insisting a bit more on Rachin, I think with him, I can also experiment of throwing him right up the order if need be. I can go ahead, try that experiment as well. With the ball, maybe a couple of overs here and there. If the pitch in Chennai does actually play according to how history has had it, then also at some point, I will be looking at a couple of overs from him as well. So, just multi-utility.
They may not need to release both, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to give you another name, which was bought for some massive amount, and that was Patirana.
13 crore.
He was
But
retained.
Patirana 13 CR. Why I'm saying now he's not even making the Sri Lanka T20 team. There the Asia Cup, he doesn't make it. He is not making the T20 team for Sri Lanka. Had an awful season last time around. That frees up 13 CR, which is a lot of money. And then I'm going with 16 plus 13. That's 29 CR. 29 CR without having to let go of a Karan or a Rachin. But let's say if you were to, without having to let go of a Conway and a Rachin, add a Conway to that. And how much are you looking at?
29 plus Conway is 6.25. So 35 plus.
35 CR. You could probably go, I think, and this is an early shot, I think CSK will go into the auction with a maximum amount of money.
Quite like
something that PBK used to be very proud of
that title,
and
Always.
had pioneered that. I think this time you're going to have CSK go in.
But
and
they may
this
not
I'm
do
being
the one
very
thing that PBKS would so often do in the mini auction, which is break the bank. Because they need to rebuild. CSK need
They don't have the option of
I
breaking
can
the
in
bank.
fact go ahead and increase the purse by another 3.4 crore. By adding an Anshul Kamboj. I know he's made his India debut, but
No.
can
No,
I'll tell you why. Anshul Kamboj, again, work in progress. 7 games have to take place in Chennai Stadium, where you will get no swing, and he's a swing bowler, as we know. He doesn't get the ball to bounce a lot. Again, the conditions, I don't think, if it was 1K day where you get some amount of swing, I would have still kept an Anshul Kamboj. But Chennai, half the matches over there.
Deepak Chair used to rule the roost there with the swing. Come on. I don't think Kamboj is going
No,
to...
and he's a young Indian all-rounder, not a
Correct.
chance.
And you're releasing so many players. You're already sitting on almost about 30 CR. We were discussing about 35 CR where you'll go in with a lot of money. I don't think you want to be... And an Anshul Kamboj is a young kid you can work with. I think it'll make... They have a Nathan Ellis. They must be very happy with the form that he's showing. So they have a chance to rebuild. In fact, dare I say, I don't want to be cheeky, but while other teams are doing their trade now, CSK did it last season only.
No, of course.
Just so happened that those multiple injuries, and a Matre came in, a Brevis came in,
Worked very well for them.
Urvil Patel came in, if you remember. So they've done that trade.
And then Ashwin retired.
Ashwin retired. So they'll have a lot of money. I don't think Anshul Kamboj will be that player, but I think Tripathi, Vijay Shankar, Huda, Jadeja, Karan are going to go. We know that trade is already on. Then Patirana for me is at 13 CR, eyes closed, put him in. Even if you want him, let's say for the
You can
past
always
things,
buy him back.
buy him much cheaper. No, if you forgot, I remember now. Patirana's manager put a post out in Instagram. I don't know if you remember. He put a post out, which he later now is deactivated his account or something. But I remember news outlets covering it. He had put an Insta post where it put a pink background and had written loading. Okay, with a Patirana picture on that. His manager had done it. And during that time, there was this talk of getting one more player alongside Jadeja, right? And you had to balance that out because so Patirana's manager put a post, I remember, because it was new.
Yeah.
There it is. He had put a post with his image loading and a pink backdrop, which
couple days back.
Few days ago, he took that off. He took that post off, but media outlets had caught on to it.
Internet never forgets.
So I mean, I don't know why he would do that, but that is an indication he's going. And I'm not surprised. If I'm CSK, I'm letting him go. 13 CR in the back.
I'm sorry, if they can get Karan, Patirana and Jadeja away and bring in Sanju, then CSK have won that deal and RR are fools. That's a terrible deal by every stretch of the imagination. You can't fit in one foreign player, so let's bring in a second one who you anyway do not have the money for. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Please make it make sense.
Okay, I think that, so let's finalize the for RCB. We went with 3 players.
Yeah.
Let's go with CSK. We're going definitely Jadeja, Karan. Is that deal?
Done.
Yeah.
The unholy trinity.
Yeah, of course, RR will have to release a overseas player to accommodate Karan, but I think that talk is on, and we'll get to the RR team next.
Yeah.
So that'll give us a clarity. So Karan, Jadeja go from there.
Yeah.
Karan is giving you 2.5 crore. Then Rachin, Conway, what are you doing? Both one.
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 Rachin goes for me.
Conway for me.
Conway goes for me.
So I'm outvoted then.
Also Conway with the much higher price at 6.
So let's put one now. Conway has gone. Jadeja, Karan have gone.
Yeah.
Right. Huda, Vijay Tripathi are gone. So that is 6 already done. Patirana for me 100% goes.
Yeah.
The post is also there. That's 7 players going, and you're getting about 30 plus crore.
So they're going to be doing a lot of shopping on the auction. CSK.
Yeah. I think it makes sense. Okay. So we've got about 7 players that we think going from CSK come the auction. And this is an addition to Ravichandran Ashwin having already retired, who's given them about
9.75.
Yeah. So they already have about that much. 9.75 he was.
Yeah.
So they already had a little bit of purse left, about 30.
No.
So that they had about
5
lakhs.
5 lakh. So 9.75.
So that means 9.8 is what they were left
9.8.
with.
It effectively becomes
9.8 they already have, and then so many more crores we've just added. They'll go in to the auction with the maximum amount of money. Okay, that takes us to RR now, and RR would have let go of the Sanju Samsung. That's confirmed. It's happening. By the way, just to let you know a bit about on that deal, talks are on. That deal would have happened had all technicalities been taken care of, but those technicalities haven't happened because at the moment RR wanted 2 people to come from CSK. One, of course, Ravindra Jadeja, but they've asked for an overseas player. They cannot accommodate the overseas player because their quota of 8 overseas player is done. So they can't get another player in Sam Curran that they want. Also, they have to release. They only have 30 lakhs left in the purse. And if you want a Sam Curran, a 2.4 CR space has to be made. They don't have both. So they will have to release another overseas player to make at least that deal happen to start with. Okay, so now
I think they can release not 1 but 3.
They can release a lot. Yeah, let's get down to the players that they can release, and it's always let's always look at the big numbers. Okay,
Jofra Archer 12.5.
Easy.
Yeah.
Jofra.
Why are you letting go of a Jofra? I'm not going to let go of a Jofra.
I would. Main reason being he was too hit or miss. I understand that obviously he's someone who I know the potential, big fan of the guy, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I think you might have to let go of him, especially if you see some of their plans in mind. I think they will let go.
I have 3 reasons to let him go. Besides, of course, the economical reason. The first reason being, again, last season wasn't that glowing, wasn't that good. Also was the year in which he made a comeback. I know it didn't drop a lot of speed. That run-up got shot, that's fine. But wasn't the Jofra Archer of the past. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, he'll be playing the Ashes. Reason number 3, he will also be playing the T20 World Cup. All of that to put together, given
and
that
knowing his history.
Exactly.
Knowing his history, knowing how the English also can be at times. All of that put together, I get what? 12.5 crore for a player who has this kind of a workload, injury prone, all the reasons to let him go.
Okay, fine. I'm outvoted. Jofra Archer, okay.
Yeah.
1, you get that money, you need 12.5 CR suddenly, available from there. 2.4 odd you can divert towards the current trade in which he comes in. You still have about a 10 odd CR that you will have. And now you've got a Sam Curran and a Ravindra Jadeja coming into your team. What are the others that they can let go of?
Mahesh Tikshana.
Yeah.
4.4 crores for someone whose bowling is patchy and who can't bat and who definitely can't field.
Can't catch at all.
Can't field. That man cannot field.
Yeah.
Can't bowl, can't bat, can't field. No, can bowl.
He can bowl, but he was very poor last year. And the problem is that if you have both him and Hasaranga, the temptation is to play Hasaranga. This is not the Sri Lankan national team. You have a limitation of 4 overseas players. I would rather play Hasaranga. I know at times he can also be expensive, but A, better wicket taking option, B, gives me something with the bat. And also a better fielder. We need reminding, much better fielder. Can take a few screamer catches. Asia Cup proved that.
How about they let go of both? Is that a possibility? Let's take a look at the
when I look at who the coach now is, that's where I think maybe letting go of both is a problem.
Yeah, that's what even I thought. You're letting go of one at most, and then Tikshana is the one on the chopping block.
You've got Hasaranga at 5.2 and Tikshana at 4.4. So yeah, that's about almost 10 CR, just short of 10 CR.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money apart from the 12.5 that you get from a Jofra Archer.
Yes.
Then there are others. Tushar Deshpande.
Tushar Deshpande.
6 crores.
Yeah, I agree.
6 crores.
Tushar Deshpande, I'm signing up for, because even if I want him, I'll get him for a crore.
You'll get him cheaper.
Yeah. Same.
You can get him at 2 at most.
That's why I said a crore, maybe.
He has to go. I think the other player who they could let go of is Shimron Hetmeyer.
No.
I'm
I'll
not
tell you
letting
why.
him
Look at his
I'm not
numbers.
No.
See,
I'm
the
not
man
letting
can't play spin. Again, we saw that on multiple times. 239 runs is all he managed at an average of 21.73. Okay, let's ignore the averages since we don't like seeing that. Strike rate was 145. He was still one of the better batters, but for somebody who comes in with a price tag of 11 crore, 239 CR also on a surface. I know this is not 1KD where I'm playing at. There will be some spin always on offer in Jaipur. Also for a player like him who's not guaranteed 7 games in home conditions because they play a few matches in Guwahati as well. I don't think I'm getting returns of 11 crore from a player who has a genuine weakness against
I keep him.
I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you, I agree with you. Last season, not great. But I will not judge a player by just one season, because in this T20 world, a finisher, a left-hander finisher, his numbers are phenomenal. Harshit, I've seen overall. But last season,
the finisher bit is exactly the other reason why I have him out, because there was not one but a couple of occasions. In fact,
that's
more
what
than
I'm
a
saying,
couple
one season.
where he was there on the finish line. I remember the Delhi game, he potched it up. Couple of other matches as well. He was the same man who was on the finish line.
A lot of
but
players.
wasn't
So did
able to take.
Jurel on a few occasions. Rajasthan were per se guilty of not finishing. I agree with you.
A lot of games.
But I'm saying he comes with a quality like a Rinku Singh or someone who on one bad season I'm not letting go of, because they bring with it his overall numbers are phenomenal for a Hetmeyer. I'm not talking about just IPL, overall T20 leagues he plays a lot with. The ability that he has can operate at 180 strike rate. Very few people can do that. And he's done it a lot of time. I agree last season wasn't great. I'm not letting him go. Also because if I am, letting go of, let's say, an Archer where I'm getting the 12, maybe one out of the 2 Sri Lankan 5 odd CR from there. I'm sitting on a 17 odd CR. There's Tushar Deshpande, which will release another 5 CR for me. That's a lot of money. Nitish Rana?
Could be. You could.
4 crores, I think. How much did they pay him? Pay for him? 4.2.
Yeah.
That's a
think
lot of
they
money.
would like to keep him.
But I also, from what I know, Nitish was someone who was majorly favoured by Rahul Dravid. And Rahul is no longer the coach. So you might see him go.
I think you could. Even
I'll give you another name then also. Fazal Haq.
Fazal
don't see the-
expensive. At 2 crores,
But
I sort of.
I'm not
player
getting
who
too
can
much
swing the
money
ball.
when I'm sending him out. I might still keep him.
Same.
But again, considering the option is someone like Nandre, the alternative, someone like Nandre gives you more variety. Fazal Haq is a power play bowler at best. In the death, he tends to get tonked. My problem with him has always been that. So even for 2 crores, I don't think he's someone I'd want to keep around. I'd let go, keep Nandre. He's the better option.
Okay, but now we're going to pick up players where we have to be 100% sure of all of them, right?
Okay.
Let's start with, we need at least 2 out of the 3 votes for putting them as a definite list. Jofra Archer, I'm not gone with it, but you too. So 2 votes for Jofra. So Jofra, we think 100% is going. Now to Thikshana.
Going on.
Thikshana gone.
Gone. Okay, 2 more votes. I all agree. 3 votes. So 2 players gone. Jofra gone. Thikshana gone. Hasaranga.
I keep
50-50 on him.
Okay, keep. So we say Hasaranga stays. So Thikshana is gone and Jofra is gone.
Tushar Deshpande.
Keep. I'm also keeping. Doesn't go. Tushar Deshpande. Go. All 3. So 3 players now gone from there. Set up.
Nitish as well.
Nitish Rana. What do you say?
He goes.
Even I think he goes.
Okay.
So that's 4 players. So 4 players we've zeroed in.
Fazal Haq.
I think they'll keep.
I keep.
Okay, fine. Then I'm outvoted.
So there are 4 players that we've agreed on.
Yeah.
That is Jofra Archer,
12
Tushar
crores,
Deshpande, Thikshana and Nitish Rana.
Thikshana is a 4.4, so 12 plus 6, 18 plus 4, 22. Nitish Rana 26. So you're up with nearly 27 odd crores.
27 crores, 2.4 will go for that trade. For a Karan to come in. And you
So 25 crores?
Yeah, 25 crore with a Jadeja Karan in your team now. And you go
now suddenly the team looks much stronger.
Yeah.
In fact, the other reason why I thought someone like Thikshana definitely drops out is because if you're getting Jadeja, he offers you both facets. So I don't see them needing that sort of a spinner anymore.
Agreed. Okay. Turning our attention to the next team, let's go to Shane's favorite team.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Corbo.
Lord have mercy on my soul.
And they were scoreboard, they were Lorbo, but they
But there
were
was not much
Jeetbo.
Not much Jeetbo, which I expected. They've been terrible defending champions every time.
Yeah.
2013 was bad, 2015 was bad, and now 2023 was bad.
I must tell you what, the team was very good. I thought it looked like a good team. They should have been a top 4 team.
I
was
agree.
very
They were
surprised.
the only team that all of us in our predictions had in the top four.
Because they retained their core. The problem was the players, and this is in hindsight I'm saying, the players who you lost were practically irreplaceable. And 3 of them I will name. Shreyas Iyer, the captain, Phil Salt, the opening batter, and Mitchell Stark, the pace bowler. These 3 you couldn't replace, and these 3 were the ones that came back to haunt you. And that's not a slight. I think Ajinkya, all things considered, did okay. Even as a batter. I don't think it was his fault as much as it was individual performances, not this thing. And the 23.75 crore elephant in the room.
We'll get to okay, let's start with the elephant in the room. Let's be done with it. Venkatesh Iyer
Out.
at 23.
Oh.
Though I've often heard from KKR, and again, this could just be lip service where they said, no, we believe long term, we want to keep players, not one season, so on and so forth. But I frankly feel that could be lip service because it has been a franchise that has taken hard calls in the past as well.
Kuldeep
Yadav?
Dada?
Saurav Ganguly, absolutely, they did. To an extent with Shreyas Iyer because he was bargaining, I know, for a lot of money, and eventually they said, no, this is
the limit.
Yeah, and they didn't. So I think they mean business. They are, quite business-like in that sense, which is good, which works sometime in this franchise-based cricket model. So let's start with Venki Iyer. Shane, our in-house KKR expert, says, without even battling an eyelid, he says, go.
And I say this as a fan. I really like the guy. He's a very nice chap. Off the field, he's been someone who KKR practically blooded. No one knew him. That one season, 2021, second half, flew. The problem is the price. That is the main concern. You need to bring in a few players. And sadly, his price at this moment is too high. If you want him back, get him back, but get him back at a lower rate. Basically, do what RR did with Jaydev Unadkat. Spend too much on him, release him, bring him back for less.
Or what I think KKR had done with Pat Cummins.
Yeah. They released him back, brought him in for less money. You have to do that. That is the only practical way you're rebuilding. So he has to go. First and foremost, Venkatesh
I
Iyer.
think we're all 3 in agreement, and I agree with Shane on that front as well. I'm not saying that be done with him, put him in the auction, have a conversation with him, tell him, listen, we believed in you, we still believe in you, we want you back, we're putting you in the auction, but be rest assured you're not going to go unsold because we are definitely bidding for you. But we have a certain budget in mind, we will go till that far. If you're available in that budget to come back, if not, great, he's going to get more money and go to a franchise anyway, right?
Exactly.
So I think that should be the conversation. I think the player would also understand in that sense. So I think he frees up 23.75 CR. It's a no-brainer that he goes. Okay, we had Siddharth who had put in a few.
Let me see some of those.
Yeah,
then
those names. He puts Remanullah Gurbaz.
No, I disagree. I would rather release Quinton.
Yeah, so this is going to be you'll have to release one out of
Quinton.
the 2 because one would then be underutilized.
Yeah, it has to be Quinton for me because the problem.
Though they played him majority of the
They
matches.
did, but he had 150 for 3.6 crores.
I had that outstanding game in Guwahati where he won you that game.
Yeah, that was the 150.
Yeah.
97.
Yes.
That was the one match.
Did he not score a century a couple of days back as well?
In ODI cricket?
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
Are you looking at his exploits internationally otherwise?
No, I'm not. And I'll tell you why. Because I think you can actually get in someone potentially for lesser. 3.6, I will agree. But my problem with Quinton doesn't even come with his price. It's that he's a moody player. When he's in the mood, when he wakes up one day and decides, I love cricket, he's one of the best batters to have ever existed. The problem is he loves fishing more than he loves cricket.
He does.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's
That
a
is
fact.
But I tell you with Gurbaz also, like I was at the Asia Cup. I mean,
He's an ODI player. He's a better ODI player. I'm just saying.
So
if
what do you do?
He's still worth only 2 crores. I keep him as my bench option. Then I go and get another wicket-keeper potentially. I'm sure there'll be a few available.
Okay.
So I keep Quinton on the chopping block.
So Venki Iyer is gone, and I'll go with Shane. I was a bit split between Gurbaz and Quinton, both of whom aren't really convincing that I want to keep them. But I wasn't too convinced to let them go. But I had to let one of them go. So I'll go with him. Maybe Quinton goes, Gurbaz stays. So you've got Quinton and Venki Iyer. Now let's address the other elephant in the room, Ajinkya Rahane.
I keep.
What are you doing with Ajinkya Rahane?
I keep. Because I don't see you getting your bigger options, right? Who are your 2 players who you were trying really hard for to fill the captaincy and keeper void? One was Sanju, who's gone to CSK pretty much. The other was KL. Are you getting KL? No, you don't have a tradable asset. You don't have any player who you trade in that side for a KL. So you unfortunately have to keep Rahane. And I don't mind that. I don't think Rahane was as much the problem last year, either the bat or his captaincy. I found him fine. The problem was he didn't have the same structured team that was there previous years. And a lot of it disintegrated. There were 2-3 key players he didn't have. I think if he had, might have at least made top 4. I keep Rahane, the third player, and the only other player I want to release, Spencer Johnson.
No, I'll get to that. Rahane,
I think stays. Also because I don't think you have a lot of players around who are captaincy worthy. This is also a thing that you can look at mega auctions. But again, the strategy was to have Ajinkya Rahane, and I think I agree with Shane that both he as a batter and as far as captain, I think he didn't really disappoint.
Yeah.
I think the fact that many of the players in their individual capacities just didn't show up, including of course your most expensive player in Venkatesh Iyer. Also, see, I do remember the teaser that they had put out, the time that the two of them were signed up. It pretty much told you that the heir apparent to Ajinkya Rahane was going to be a Venkatesh Iyer. But a Venkatesh Iyer who you were willing to put into the auction, then get him back, don't know how the power centers are going to be functioning as well, to reinstate him as the captain, having thrown him in the auction pool. I doubt if this is something they're going to be looking at. So maybe captaincy wise, they may not find a good enough contender out there, so he stays.
the other captaincy contender, because if it just tells me that they were thinking on those lines when the whole KL Rahul bit came up. But I'm not sure whether they were looking at him as captain, because I think you're going to be doing a lot of disservice to KL and his batting if you put him as a captaincy contender.
Again.
His numbers last season were outstanding because he himself ruled himself out of captaincy for Delhi. Ever since he's been ruled out of the whole captaincy leadership setup of India, he's been doing very well. So I think you keep him away from that. That'll only help you. Even if you were to get, let's say if KKR to get KL, I think still get him as a batter, and that will be a bigger contribution. And I think in terms of money, the other thing which goes in Rahane's advantage, 1.5 CR, I'm not releasing that amount of money, which is going to really help me go to the auction and get a lot of players. So, and I need a captain. I completely am in agreement with the two other panelists here. Rahane, the captain, was very good. A few mistakes here and
his
there.
skirmishes with the curator.
I know. Which is fine. I
got
leader,
his frustration there. I did.
But I guess at that stage, his first season captaining that team, I think he'll be the wiser of when he gets for this particular. He's always been a sharp captain overall. So I'll keep him. And he should be there. Heinrich Nokia is the other one at 6.5.
Yeah, so I was debating between Heinrich and Spencer. Now, obviously, then it really came down to what it is that I've seen of them previously. With Nokia, I know that he has a reputation, a pedigree, that he's performed well in the IPL. Spencer, I haven't seen that. He's done very well in the BBL, but he didn't do good at GT, and he didn't do good at...
See the money difference, but 2.8... versus 6.5. I need more money for the auction. I'm competing with the likes of RR and CSK going in with 30 plus crore. I need money.
Yeah, so then see, with Venki you've got 23.7.
I need Cameron Green, who everyone's going to be
is going to be going after.
So I need money for that.
In that case, you might just release a Nokia. You might just.
I do have Nokia on my list. Also, I'm going to go back to the time or the season that he played prior to the previous
24.
one, which was with the Delhi Capitals, and I remember how expensive he was, perhaps more expensive than gold is right now. So and he could just not bowl at the death.
Yeah, he'd forgotten that.
Yeah, he was leaking runs in about 19 and over in the death. I remember. In fact, there was no match that he'd leaked lesser than 19 when bowling at the death. He also leaked 20.
19 and over, huh?
Yes, he also leaked 25 on an occasion. I just don't want to press my own wounds over here. So I think we've all seen that. I think it'll be wiser for the franchise to let him go.
So the two of us agree. So Venki Iyer, all of us have agreed on. Nokia, two of us agree. So he becomes your number 2. Quinton, two of us have agreed on. 3 of us have agreed on. So that's your number 3. Ajinkya we've kept. So we have 3 players that you're definitely going out with. Anybody else now?
No.
There's Moeen Ali. There's Rovman Powell.
I keep Moeen because he's a Narayan
He had
backup.
a terrible season though last time.
Last year there were a couple of games where he was very good with the ball.
With the ball, not with the bat.
Yeah, not with the bat. But with the ball, he gives you a third spinner option in some games. I keep him. He wasn't very expensive also. I think you got him at base price.
I do have one name in mind, and I want to start with Shane as to how he looks at it. How about Russell? Because I remember.
Ooh.
No,
And a Narain, put a Narain in there for conversation's sake.
Not Narain per se, because I do understand the franchise would not want to let go of all its core players, and Venkatesh Iyer is one of the core players. That must be a big move for them to, momentarily part ways with him. But I'm looking at Russell from the point of view that he's aging. His returns were diminishing last year. Certainly not the same with both bat and ball as they were the season before that, where he picked in excess of 15 wickets. I remember with the bat, you didn't need him that much because Salt and all, you were getting all those runs right at the top. Yeah. And because Sunil Narain was again the batter that we'd seen a few years back. Now, if you're keeping the both of them aging players, again, you look at how their returns have been in global T20 leagues as well. They're not getting younger and their returns aren't going up. If I'm just keeping one, I'm keeping Narain. I, in fact, in my list, have taken out Andre Russell also because impact player rule. We don't know for how long it's going to be, but for now, since it's there, and I'm looking at a reset, a franchise that needs to do a lot of revamp to be able to see itself right at the top, perhaps Russell, because I'm not getting any proof anywhere else at 12 CR, that gives me an opportunity to rebuild.
No, not a chance.
He's made a compelling argument.
He made a very compelling argument, to which I say no. It's not happening. He will go the Karen Pollard way. He'll retire playing IPL. He'll play around the world for KKR-owned franchises. You can take it from me in writing. I don't think... the only way they release him is if they really are serious about going for Cam Green. But even that, I doubt. Because if they are going for Cam Green, then I will bash the management even more than I normally did. Because that is horrible decision making at a time when you need a bowler, you need something else. They're going for an all-rounder who's not that proven in the IPL. Sorry to say. No, I keep Russell.
It's the first time I think I've heard a only emotional argument from Shane. We've talked about football and cricket all these years. This is the first time there's only emotion coming out of Shane and no logic.
I'm sorry.
I'm not downplaying you by any stretch. But again,
I am.
I keep him.
But 12 crore. I thought maybe logic would get better.
No.
But on this, I'm with Shane, because as soon as you said his name, and I know that there is a lot of chatter about it. I agree with both Narain and Russell. Should you not? And I'm sure opinions would be divided. But my first thought when you took his name, no, I'm not letting him go. I want a Russell. I want a Narain. One season didn't work out for me. I'm not making too many changes. So we're keeping that. So that then just leaves us with 3 players that we've gotten. Venki Iyer, Anrik Nokia, and a Quinton de Kock. Yeah. These are the 3 that are definitely
and
going.
That gives you more than 30 crores.
That gives you 30 crores. So you're in the same league.
More than that, actually, because if you get Venkatesh 23, Anrik was 6 point something.
Spencer so as well, because I have him voted out, marked out as well.
Okay, so 1 second.
And
30,
Shane also did, yeah.
And then Quinton gives you 3.6. So you're nearly 34.
34. You've got Spencer, both of you. So
I keep Spencer.
You keep Spencer.
I'll keep. I'm not releasing both my pacers.
If Nokia goes then.
Exactly. You have to keep one.
Okay. Done. Okay. Even I have not released them. So done. So you've got 30 plus CR. These are the players that we are releasing. 3 of them from KKR. Okay. Let's go to closer home from where we are in the state that we are.
Delhi Capitals?
No, state that
Lucknow?
we are in.
Oh, Lucknow Super Giants.
Lucknow Super Giants.
Where's Shivam when you need him?
Yeah. Correct, you needed him. Okay, LSG again just have a 10 lakh purse left, but I have a feeling this could be the team that might release a lot of players.
Could be.
But let's some of them we've zeroed in on.
I have 5 on my list for LSG.
I have multiple players that we can discuss, and then we'll have to see if all of us agree or not. But we had Siddharth do some players, and he came up with few like Shamar Joseph and Bretsky and Akashdeep, as well as Mayank Yadav. These are certain names that some of them even I had in mind. But let's start with the bigger ones on this one, okay? And I'm starting with an 11 CR man in Bishnoi. What do you see?
Not economy of 10.84.
Yeah.
9 wickets in 11 matches at an economy of 10.84. Also, when there is a much inexperienced uncapped player in a Rathi who's outperforming you, then you're not justifying your price tag. He's out. You can go buy him again if you feel like, because he has been of use to you in the past and is a wrist spinner.
Googly bowler.
You have to throw him into the auction pool.
I am in agreement. I know it sounds harsh. He's been an India player. He's performed really well for him. But I think with time he's getting found out.
Yeah.
That's really going against him.
Too many wrong ones. That's become the stock delivery, and that's taken a lot away from him.
So you send him back into auction, and if you want, again, get him cheaper. If you get, you keep a 2-3 CR budget. If you get him for that, why not? If not, you let him go. So yes, are we 3 plus 3 on that? So Bishnoi is that. The other, because I'm talking about big money, I'm starting the other 11 CR, man. The one that you retained, Mayank Yadav.
Yes.
I think I'm right. He's not played any cricket after that IPL.
No, 2 matches.
He played 2 matches in the IPL and that's it.
That's what I'm saying. After that, he hasn't played. No? After those 2 IPL matches?
No, he's not been playing T20 or anything of the sort. Even the regional.
He went through a surgery.
Yes.
Yeah. So, again, I was reading somewhere that maybe end of the year where he'll try and get back to some sort of bowling. So, the timeline could still allow him, by the time March comes around, that he'll be available. But
what if he picks up another injury though? That's the worry. He's been really injury prone. Really injury prone.
So what are you doing with him?
I'm releasing him.
I'm releasing, hoping that I can get him. See, there's no denying the fact that he's raw pace. He's express pace and is a long-term project. I would be hopeful of getting him back. I know there's going to be other teams who get their eyes lit up when they see him on the auction pool. But at 11 crores, he's a bit of an impediment to my restructuring right now.
And they need a restructuring.
I know I'm outvoted, but I would not release him. I'll tell you why. Because I'm just looking at his timelines. I have a feeling that he'd be fit by the time IPL comes along. I know that he can be injury prone, and sometimes you let go of players. Barcelona did that with Dembele. I know what has happened after that. So sometimes you.
But he's back injured now, by the way.
I know, but he's won a Champions League. So
and a Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or. So I'm just saying. He has the potential, and the problem where I tell you why sometimes you do, not just what he can do, but for the fear what he can do if he goes to another team. So I am not releasing him because let's say I put him back into auction and I want to buy him, and he goes for higher than that. You never know. It is this IPL economy is quite weird.
Especially in mini auctions.
Yes, and there could be like a fast bowler who can be a match winner, and I want to take that punt. I want to take a gamble. There could be a franchise that could go for him. I'm not releasing him. I want to keep him. I know it's much like you do with a Jofra Archer at some point, right? Even though he's not available, Mumbai bid for him for a season after that. I'm not comparing him to that level yet, but we know what he can do. So I wouldn't have released him. And also another reason I wouldn't have released him, 1, because of fear of him going to somebody else. 2, because I have a few other fast bowlers and players that I am definitely going to be releasing, and I'll get a lot of money. So I can take that big gamble with Mayank. And I'll tell you certain names that I have in mind, which I think they'll 100%. David Miller, I'm 100%
same.
Letting him go. There's a Shardul who I'm thinking of letting go.
But he was 2 crores.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, fine. I could. Akashdeep, I'm definitely letting go.
8 crore for a test pacer.
Because he's good in red ball. He may do very well, but 8 CR in
3
T20
matches,
is
economy
returns.
of 12.
The other one has been Mohsin, who's been continuously injured. You've kept him for some time now. And
But just 4 crores.
Still.
I would go for Avesh if you have to release him.
Yeah, he's in excess of 9.
His economy last year, he had that one good year for RR in 24. But other than that, if you look at his returns.
And on top of that, has the propensity of banging in his helmet and copying up fines.
You sometimes keep them for that. Okay, all of that put together. Now you got an Akashdeep. So you can't release too many pacers. So that's what I'm saying. Think about Mayank, because first come to the ones you definitely. Akashdeep, I think it's 3 with all 3. So Akashdeep 100% goes in that fast bowling list. You're saying not Mohsin?
No.
But you were saying more.
Avesh maybe.
Avesh. How much?
Avesh is 9.75.
I think they might keep Avesh for his death bowling.
The only thing
But
is,
his death bowling was the death of them last year.
see, they can't afford to keep both Avesh and Mayank. They can't. That's too much money. That's 20 crores.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to release both or one?
If you're willing to keep Mayank, then Avesh has to go out.
Yeah.
How much do you get from Miller? 7.
You get 7.5 from him.
7.5 from Miller and Akashdeep.
8. So 15 and a half.
15 and a half you've already got.
You got 10 lakhs in the bank, so
That's nothing.
Bishnoi?
11.
Snow is 11 crores.
So how much is that now?
20. More than that actually.
Yeah, 15 and a 26 crores.
26
26 CR.
That's
you've
almost
already
one
got
Rishabh Pant.
6.5 from 3 players.
That's 6 from 3. Now you have an option of going with Mayank slash
Avesh.
Avesh.
Again, Mayank, that risk factor is always there that what if he goes to another team and it all clicks?
Yeah.
With Avesh, he's kind of a known quantity. You know what you're getting with Avesh. He might be good in patches. He'll also be bad at patches. So he's pretty much a set product as it was. So I'd go with releasing Avesh. And then we keep Mayank.
There is a report of Shardul swept with Arjun.
Shardul swap with Arjun Tendulkar. Now that'd be a great swap for MI.
How much was his cost again, Arjun?
Oh, 30 lakhs or something.
Oh, Shardul was what, 2? Okay, yeah, it frees up some money for them.
Yeah. But that's a report of they swap Shardul. For 2 CR, I would keep him, logically speaking.
He gives you a batting option as well.
Yeah, I'd keep him. And then those 3 definitely are going, which is giving me more than 30 CR, or no, 20 odd CR. And then I'm adding I would have actually kept both in Avesh as well as Mayank.
I'll keep one.
I'm also keeping one.
So who are you keeping?
Mayank.
Mayank I'm keeping also. Yeah.
Mayank.
No, I'm outvoted in any.
No, but you can choose.
You can still
between
pick.
that.
I'll let go of Avesh.
Avesh. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
you
what we're all
voted.
doing.
Yeah.
So now we've finalized LSG. Miller,
Yeah.
keep counting the money. I'll count the players. Miller,
That's 7.5.
Akashdeep.
That's 15.5 overall, 8 crores.
There is Bishnoi
That's 26.5.
and Avesh.
That's 26 plus 9 is 35. You at nearly 36 crores.
36. Yeah. So 4 players for LSG. We
Yeah.
think you can say Tata bye bye and move forward. Okay, let's move forward to the next team. And so we're doing the team in North India where haze and bad air quality
Reign supreme.
is troubling us.
Well
Let's
planned.
be done with Mr. Ahuja's team. Come on. Let's go, Mohit. Your
Few
chance.
names that I have at the top of my head. T. Natarajan frees up.
Let's go one by one. Let's go one by one.
CR.
T. Natarajan at 10.7.
Eyes closed out.
Man played just one match. Clearly, and he wasn't falling in the 11. First had injury concerns.
Yeah.
Then KP said no, he's been training hard, etc. Gets all of one match. So yeah, 10.75 gives me an option to go shopping for a fast bowler.
Yeah.
That's the number 1 man that I have on the list. The other one who has to go.
No, one by one. We have to take everyone's.
Yeah,
thing,
I agree.
Okay,
You can't run through your entire list.
Disagree.
We've
Agree.
got Natarajan 2 out of 2 for
Yeah.
Natarajan. Okay, 3 out of 3. No brainer. Hardly played, and they were saying that he doesn't fit into the team. No, something like
Yes,
that. They were saying
yeah.
doesn't fit in last season. Then
I doubt
rare
how he's
chance
gonna
of
fit
even
in again.
and frees up almost 11 CR. So
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
go
you
ahead.
get 10.75 from him. You get another 9 if you let go of a Jake Fraser McGurk, who I think has been found out.
Okay, JFM. Who would have thought 2 seasons ago you'd
the
be saying
RTM
that?
I think was used, if memory serves me right.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of that move at that point. Anything around 6 crore perhaps I would have been okay, but 9 crore I think that's just too much money for JFM, whose baseball like technique has been found out. Has to go. You go ahead, get somebody else. That's
Okay.
too much money.
I would keep JFM. I don't know. I would keep JFM.
Also, 55 runs, 6 matches at an average of 9.75, strike rate
Okay.
of 105.
So let's get back to it because I'm
Not happening.
undecided with that one. So I'll come back because we're seeing how many more which are a guarantee. Okay, let's go to, I think, where we might Faf du Plessis.
I keep him.
Keep.
Also, doesn't come at a
Faf
big
du Plessis.
2 crore.
2 crores, but just
See, do I...
very poor returns. Poor average in 20s. A strike rate of 120 odd or something.
I'll stick with him for another year. Another year.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, one more year.
Yeah.
I'm outvoted. I wouldn't keep.
I don't...
I was on the fence, but then I looked at the numbers and realized that there are other players they can let go of.
Yeah, see, this team has a lot of young players, and I think that you just need his experience. You will need his experience from time to time. He did act as a floater on a couple of occasions, and I think I would, because 2 crores doesn't hurt me much. Anything more than 2, 3, whatever had been around.
If he was like 5'6", I would have let him go with
but
no
2 crores
hesitation.
doesn't hurt me at all.
Okay. Throwing in another name there. Don't shoot me for it. Mitch Stark
Yeah, I thought they might release him. I actually thought they might release
didn't
him.
have a great season.
No. He's happiest in purple.
11.7 CR. Started off well.
Tapered
very badly. It was the
Tapered.
opposite of 2024
See,
actually.
I am with him. I'm not going to look just purely into numbers. I'm looking at exactly what I had cited for a Jofra Archer. The fact that he's going to be playing the Ashes.
But he's not going to be playing the T20 World Cup. He's retired from T20s.
But again, I don't know what workload and what mood he is going to be in. I think that's a conversation that the franchise needs to have with him. But a Stark is a Stark, and I don't risk. There's not going to be too many internationally acclaimed quality bowlers out there in the auction pool of Mitch Stark. I know there's going to be more than 5 franchises who are going to have their eyes and ears lit up.
Sometimes I think, I agree. I would not
reputation.
release Stark for the fact that somebody else gets him and he turns up. For
And
that
that's what
reason.
has happened.
He wasn't great for KKR as well.
Second half of the
couple
season, he won you the...
couple of seasons back, but again he bounced back. Having made a poor start, was very good in the knockouts, then in the finals. So
He was worth the 24.7 for that alone.
you keep him.
Okay, that's out. Mohit Sharma at 2.2.
I can think of another name. I still would keep him. Just
keep
in the worst
Mohit?
case.
Same.
Yeah, I keep
because
Mohit.
2 crores, I'll keep him.
I'll keep his namesake.
The bowler I would be willing to let go of because he comes at a price
I know
point
who it
of
is.
8 crore.
Yeah.
Mukesh Kumar.
Exactly.
He doesn't give what an out of form Stark does. An out of form Stark still has some fear factor to him. Mukesh
There's an
Kumar at the
aura.
peak of his powers doesn't do anything in terms of instilling fear, and didn't have great numbers as well. 10.33 economy, 12 matches, 12 wickets.
He played
And-
12 matches?
Yes.
Jesus.
And that told you that because you weren't,
They didn't have options.
you had T Natarajan
No,
as an
but you
option,
weren't
but you
playing
didn't
Natarajan.
go to
Exactly.
T
You weren't
Natarajan.
playing Natarajan. If you thought that Natarajan was worse than this guy...
Because you didn't want to play 2 out and out left arm pacers.
That's silly.
Stark was always going to start, so Natarajan never did.
Silly.
In Mukesh Kumar, you never got what you thought you would get. He's out of favor now. He's nowhere close to playing the format that he used to play for India. Has to
Okay,
go.
so both agree. I'll add in that as well. So Natarajan out, Mukesh out.
Yeah.
2 are 100% gone. Faf I'm outvoted. I wanted
Yeah.
out. Stark I'm keeping, and
Yeah.
so is Harshit. So he stays. Faf you both are keeping. I wanted him out, but he stays because you. Mohit I thought I'll let go of, but you guys have kept him, right? So he's there. The only other option left is Karun. I'm not, because 50 lakhs I'll keep him.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
You don't need to
Doesn't-
release a Karun.
Doesn't give.
Same with the Chamira, really. 75
Yeah,
lakhs doesn't
exactly.
really dent my budget at all.
Correct.
Man can crank it up, Chamira, on a
So
few
now
occasions.
we come back to Jake Fraser McGurk, because there are not too many options we are getting to release. Then I'll join Harshit and say, okay, I'll let go because I need some purse, right? To at 9 CR, I'll go with it.
You have
So
20 odd then.
Now we've got 11 for Natarajan almost, 9 for JFM, that's 20,
And 8 for Mukesh. So that's
and
27.
8 for, that's about 28, 27, 28 crore. That now puts me in a comfortable zone.
Yeah.
I know I have enough money to go out shopping. We've put a KL Rahul name there because there was all this talk about the KKR deal, but I think
Not
that
going
now has
anywhere.
gone cold.
Not
Yeah.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
They don't have anyone to trade. They were asking for...
And also, I think, you got to remember it's a franchise that allows that trade to happen. I don't think Delhi would let him go. KKR may have shown interest, but I don't think Delhi will let him go. Why would they?
The only way that happens is if he agitates to the point of a Hardik. And I don't think he'd do that.
Also, Hardik, I don't think was agitative about the move.
No, no.
He just expressed interest. With KL Rahul, there could be captaincy on the table, which is something that we know now. Is something he had turned down last year. Had a good time with the bat. I don't see him having any reason to leave the franchise. Don't see the franchise seeing any other player who can then give about 400 odd runs that he gave last year. No reason for KL Rahul to be looking anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean the rest of the core is not bad. They've got Akshar, Kuldeep was good for them.
Yeah.
Ashutosh finished a game or two.
Yes, the LSD
there.
match I remember.
Yeah, so I think the rest of their team.
They don't see it's a franchise that finished 5th should have ideally finished top 4, but you just need some
KL was
cosmetic
very
changes.
good. Yeah.
You just need some cosmetic changes.
I'm surprised no one mentioned Brook.
Vipraj. Huh?
No one mentioned Brook as a potential...
but it's 6.5 or something. I
He's
think
coming in with a lot of workload though. Will be playing the Ashes for
But for
sure.
a batter, sometimes it works. I'm saying. You know, for a bowler, yes.
Yeah, no,
some
I
good
know.
form
I know.
helps if
I
you're
know,
a
but he's
monster.
also their all format captain now. I don't really know what say. And he's pulled out now for 2 years on the trot. At this point, I have Stockholm syndrome, or rather, I have buyer's remorse. This is the word I was looking for. Saying that, listen, boss, he's pulled out 2 years on the trot. And now he's also England's all format captain.
I think the
Good.
thing with him is because of all the English pedigree, etc. That again he sort of enjoyed coming into last year's Wayne auction as well. 6.5 isn't overpaying for him. You overpaid for JFM. With him, you never know about how the auction really works out, and the price could really go up. So I think I keep him.
Okay.
Okay, so 3 we've finalized for
Yeah.
Delhi Capital. Turning our attention to the Orange Army.
Okay.
Go.
Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Oh, they have a lot of releasings they can do. A lot of releasing.
You think so?
Yes.
I would actually, I don't know. Again, we'll dive deeper into it. I would have probably kept their core, maybe a few players here and there, because I mean,
How about
they're a good
let's try to
team.
address the big. It's not the elephant, but it's definitely the big rumor in the room, which is Heinrich Klaassen at 23 crore. There
They'll
are
be
a few
foolish.
reports
They will be
suggesting
foolish.
that they would be willing to throw him in the auction, get him back. I don't believe that.
No
Foolish.
way in
Foolish.
hell. Worth every penny.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Worth every penny.
Doesn't play international cricket. Is a wicket keeper. Finishes the match. Very good against spin. I keep him. Eyes closed.
Yeah, I can't think of a Klaassen going out. So I don't know.
Carlson stays.
Carlson stays. I guess that's why I don't know how many players you'd let go, but I'll throw in some names nonetheless. Mohammad Shami, 10 CR.
Yes,
Goes.
I think he goes.
Goes.
Had an awful season.
6.
Awful season where his pace also was dropping significantly. Played 9 matches, I think, and got 6 wickets.
9 matches, 6 wickets, average of 56, economy upwards of 11.
The only thing that may go in his favor, and if you look at it that way, he has a point to prove. So
Point to prove in rhythm, and he's a rhythm bowler. So if he gets picked up by some team on the cheap, you might very well
he
just.
will definitely get picked up. You
Obviously.
throw him in the auction,
sure,
he
sure.
gets picked up, but maybe not at this price. There are
So
plenty
would you run the risk of releasing him and then he goes somewhere? I would actually. 10 CR.
I would.
He didn't really add up.
It
I have
doesn't
other
go
options.
up to 15, 16 crore. Simple as that. That is one thing I can be assured
6-7 crore stops, I
of.
think, for him.
So, I think I can. I think I can take that risk.
Just if nothing else, I take the best case scenario. SRH get him back at a lower price, or any other team also gets him at a lower price. He's not going for 10 CR again. Too many risks.
The other one, Ishan Kishan.
110%.
You're letting him go.
They have a wicketkeeper in Klaassen. They've got 2 of the best opening batters in the world in T20 cricket, in Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma.
Yeah.
Ishan Kishan made no sense back then, and he makes no sense back now. Not in this franchise.
He got 100.
And that was the only notable contribution he had, aside from that other 94.
94. Yeah.
So he had 2 big knocks, and that's it.
There you go.
But that's it. He had otherwise single digit scores. I don't keep him. Plus, you have to play him in his best position. I don't think SRH can do that.
Ishan releases how much money?
11.25.
11.25.
That's a lot of money.
11.25 for Ishan Kishan. Okay. So
Goes. My vote's also
Yeah,
the
goes,
same as
goes,
that of Shane.
goes.
I think there's only an 11.25% chance of him being kept.
really, I would have kept him.
No, because besides 2 knocks, nothing really. The dismissals were cheap. He was found out. Yes, I know he celebrated his 100 like it would be his first and last season, as it proved to be.
That was.
And
That's why he celebrated.
yeah, nothing really.
I keep.
Out of favor again, not the same player he was a few years back. Nowhere close to reckoning in the Indian team. No reason.
Okay, so 21 odd crore you've already accumulated by 2 releases.
I'll add 8 more crores.
Shami and Ishan Kishan.
I'll add 8 more crores, sir. Harshal Patel.
Yeah.
Mr. Purple Patel himself.
No, but Harshal Patel didn't have a bad season.
No, he
last
didn't
time.
have a good season either.
No, he didn't have a bad season. Remember, he was not bad. I'll keep Harshal. Again,
I don't know.
Rare, sort of a player. There you go. So
Let's see his bowling numbers.
We saw the 25.
No, that's his batting and fielding.
Just go down a bit.
Scroll down.
Yeah, there we go. 13 matches, 16 wickets, average of 26.
Hey, the 16
Economy-
wickets actually convinces can go both
That's
ways.
what I'm saying. I
Economy of
remember he had a
9.8.
decent, 9.8 last season.
Also
is very
remember
good.
he was-
Anyone below 10, we were saying.
Also, he
Considering
played
the horrible batting.
half the matches at Uppal.
Yeah,
which is a horrible ground.
Yeah, I'm keeping.
No, I think I'll
Harshal.
keep him. But then
Harshal I'll keep. I'll give you a name. You can debate about it. Adam Zampa. Just played and then left midway, got injured. And now he's done it so many times. And that's the worry with him. Not so much about his form. The worry with him is he's left one too many IPLs.
I think you still keep him.
I think I keep him too because 2.4 doesn't hurt my pocket that much. Also, let's be honest, there aren't too many quality wrist spinners you will get. How many names have we discussed till now? We've discussed the Bishnoi till now.
Quality.
Yeah, and that's what. He's Australia's premier spinner, let's be honest about it. He is going to be playing the T20 World Cup. That's how much Australia trust him. I think 2.5 crore, just shy 2.5,
Okay.
we keep him.
So 2 we've agreed on, 2 we've shot down. Rahul Chahar
110% he goes.
Yeah.
goes.
3.2 crore, played just one match.
And he was outshone significantly by Zishan Ansari. Zishan had a very good year. I know breakout year, there's that novelty factor. But again, 40 lakhs, he's someone you can build around. So I let him go. I let him go.
Same.
I'm with you guys. So that's another one that we've gone. Shami, Ishan Kishan, and now you've got Rahul Chahar. So 3.
That gives you 21 crores approximately. No more than
Simarjeet
that.
Singh.
1.5 crore
I keep
doesn't
him.
do me any harm.
I keep him. Again,
Ehsan Malinga because Siddharth has put it around.
Ishan I think I keep.
Okay.
I keep. Again, he's one of those, again, could be a future prospect. No harm keeping him. And 1.2 crores does not hurt my bottom line. It doesn't. I think for me, the main 3 are those we picked. Shami, Chahar, Ishan.
Abhinav
That-
Manohar at 3.2.
I keep him too.
You
again,
can-
because he's had a good year.
You can look at releasing him.
I don't know. I keep him.
I'll also keep him because you don't have to. But what is the kind of purse they go with? So 3 names we've finalized till now.
So that's Mohammad Shami is 10. Kishan is 11.25. So that's 21.25. And Rahul Chahar is 3.2 crores more. So approximately 24 crores.
24.
24 point.
Not a bad option.
Yeah,
24
5.
CR you can go. No, you have to shop much. See, again, it was a good team. I just, didn't have a great
They were
season.
finalists in
Abhishek in
2024.
form. Head
Yeah.
will come in. Cummins fit by then. Let's see. Klaasen. I think, they don't need to tamper much. Okay. SRH done. 3 players. We think that they can release quite logically. Let's get to Gujarat Titan. The captain is our current test as well as ODI captain.
And future T20 captain.
In line.
T20 captain. Let's look at Gujarat's team. Should I throw in a name that might just
Divide
set
opinions?
the cat amongst the pigeons and
Please.
divide opinion?
Go ahead.
Rashid Khan.
Ooh.
We were debating that
Yeah,
upstairs, believe it or not.
That's the only name we spend most time talking about as well.
Yeah.
Frieza, what? 18 crore.
Yes. See, again, I would want Rashid. He is good. He also contributes overall.
With the bat
I mean,
now,
with the
yeah.
fear factor is there with the ball, with the bat, gun fielder as well. Just the, fact of having a star like him in your team makes a huge difference. All of that, I agree. But has not been in best of form. Even Asia Cup here, spin-friendly pitches was okay. There were other bowlers who were doing much better than him. Noor, as an example, it's been good. And then they played a series before that as well versus Pakistan also. Rashid didn't have a great time.
No, I agree. He's not been having a great time, but
Yeah.
at this time, I still give him another season at least. At least. another season.
I'm on
At
the-
18 CR, or you send him back and then say,
No,
okay,
no, keep
we'll
him.
bid and get you back.
Rashid Khan is a
cheaper.
potential captaincy candidate. If you
Yeah,
really
but
come down
captain,
to
you're
it.
not changing now.
No, I'm saying captaincy
is-
candidate for another team. For a team that wants a captain, assuming someone wants to, he's someone who they can build around.
KKR.
Yes, exactly.
Also because
So KKR with Varun, Naren.
Good luck playing him. Yeah.
Also because there's a fat chance, I think, of him being sold at a cheaper price. They'll break
the bank. for him.
there'll be teams screaming for him if you see him in the auction.
Okay, I'll throw another name.
Yeah.
Kagiso at almost 11 CR.
I keep him.
No, I keep him too.
Oh, keep him.
Yeah.
I don't have too many problems with their core. I just felt like they need a little bit of firepower lower down the
No,
order.
Prasid did the job for them. He was the
Prasid
purple
was
cap.
very good.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was a purple
yeah.
cap winner. Sai Kishore did a great job for them.
Siraj was good for them too.
Siraj was good. So they've got all that sorted. So that's why they could have looked at that. Okay, so Rabada, both of you keep. So even
Yeah.
if I would have let him go, but because I'm outvoted. Rahul Tewatia.
He goes.
He goes.
Ooh, I was going to keep him.
See, they're not using.
You know, I
the
tell you,
ball
but
at all.
he barely got. See, you got to understand. He
70% of the runs were scored by the top three.
correct. So then, how do you
Don't.
let him go?
But the couple of chances that he got to finish games off.
It's a high risk position. You're going to fail more often than you succeed. He didn't get those many chances for him to.
Actually, there's another player at the exact same price I might let go of. Shah Rukh. I
Shah
might
Rukh,
keep
yeah.
Tewatia. And
Because Tewatia can once in a while give you the
no,
ball.
he has history with them. The
Yes.
year they won the
Yeah.
title, and even
Yeah.
23, he was good. He's actually
Again.
a one-off year. I think I'd
But that
keep him.
off year also, it's not that they utilize him that much.
Their top three was so good.
Correct.
Yeah.
They didn't utilize him, so why let him go for something that he wasn't really tested? So I'm not letting go Tewatia. I would have let a Rabada go. I would have kept Rashid, agreed.
Yeah.
I would have let a Rabada go at almost 11 CR. But if you've kept him, if you've kept Rashid, I want to keep Tewatia, then who is it that Gujarat lets
Shah
go
Rukh.
of?
Shah Rukh. I think Shah Rukh at this point has been potential for years.
You can let go of a Gerald Kurtzi.
And Kurtz,
Because Kurtzi, again,
I like him as a
Ahmedabad,
bowler.
see, he needs some conditions. We know he's really got that good slower one, but Ahmedabad, the slower one also doesn't do any good. 2.5 crore at least gives me some sort of room.
You know,
Yeah.
even the thing with GT, even I
But
was
who are you
looking-
going to get? See, would you go to the auction? Do you get anyone better than him if you're going to look at an overseas bowler? I don't think so. I
You
keep
could
him.
see the only other way is you let go of one between Tewatia and Shah Rukh, both attract the same price, which is 4 crore. Then you can let go of Glenn Phillips as well, 2 crore. Wasn't
I'll
used at
keep
all.
him.
Just on the bench.
Keep him. That's what I'm saying. Honestly, it's the only team where I wouldn't make any change.
Exactly. I even the changes which I make were changes for the sake of it.
Yeah.
I do feel like the team is well balanced.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You don't really have to. So maybe 2-3 players. That's why I'm saying Shah Rukh potentially, because he's been potential for years. You let him go, get someone else. Maybe a Dasun Shanaka. I don't know the use of a Shanaka. Honestly.
Sure. How much does he get you?
2 crores again. So you really don't.
Yeah.
I think GT will be one of those teams who don't
Keep
release too
them.
many players.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to. It's not mega auction.
We
year.
actually haven't decided on even one player that we've agreed on, all of us. Not a single
Yeah, exactly.
Which means.
Very good things. So
Very
they
So
good
even if they
signings.
do it, I think it's for the sake of it, where they let go of a Sharo, and a Dasun Shanaka. So 4 here,
Or
2
Kareem
there.
Jannat.
Kareem
75
Jannat,
lakh.
yeah, something like
But again,
that.
see, Kareem is 75 lakhs. He doesn't even
again,
cost
I'd
anything.
keep it, yeah. So, I mean, eventually, even if they do, they'll let go of 3-4 players and get together 5-6 CR and just go shopping for
And just
somebody.
fill their bench. That's it. That's all
Window
they'll do.
shopping.
Yes.
They'll do window shopping. I don't know.
Yeah,
So, we've not.
I
The
think
only
they're in for a quiet time in
yeah,
what
the
Abu
only
Dhabi.
franchise we think doesn't really need to change much.
Yeah, agreed.
They can keep. Okay, last time's finalist,
PBKS.
Okay.
Punjab Kings.
Australian superstars.
Which ones? Really, which ones?
Okay. Let me throw in some names and let's start with the big one. Glenn Maxwell.
Varun Chakravarti will be disappointed, but he has to go.
Go.
But he's what 4 odd CR. You want to keep him?
You can get him back at the same price. I don't think there's going to be too
Maybe
many
somebody
franchises.
might
No.
pay him. What if he has an
He's
outstanding T20 World Cup? Mad guy, yeah. That's what I'm
Spent
saying.
force. Again, his fate will anyway be sealed because auction's taking place earlier.
Crazy guy. You never know.
Some team will go for him, 110%.
Yeah, he will get
But
a-
I don't see any need for Punjab. He didn't add much to the team. Even without him really being there, they reached the final. Do
Yeah.
they need Maxwell?
Yeah, because see, otherwise Punjab, the most sorted team. Arshdeep Chahal doing the job for them. Then they've got, their
Jansen.
captain in Shreyas Iyer, who
Jansen was
very-
amazing.
Shashank was outstanding
Yeah.
for them.
Nehal
that
was good.
season.
Nehal was good.
Prabh was
Jansen
good.
was good.
I think they're pretty much a settled team.
Even the likes of Vijay Kumar Vaishak was good.
Yeah.
Yash Thakur was good in the few games he played. See, they've got someone like Bartlett who's now playing international cricket for only 80 lakhs. The one rare time a punt on an Aussie actually worked.
Correct. Okay, so let's. Okay.
I have
Stoinis-
one name, yes.
Stoinis.
Stoinis.
He
I
goes.
think
Yeah,
I'll let him-
Stoinis is good. Yeah, he was doing decently well now also.
Yeah, but again, I don't know. In IPL, he can be hit or miss. Even for LSG, if LSG had no hesitation releasing him after 3 years, his returns with the ball are always diminishing. With the bat, he needs to be playing a certain position for him to succeed.
All rounder.
Yeah, but as I'm saying, is,
Also,
but
11
you can
crore.
get him back for less.
Yeah, that's what I have.
11
feeling.
CR. He's a dibbly-dobbly bowler. So
Both of you agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have kept
He
him, but
picked
I'm
what?
outvoted.
1 wicket.
So Stoinis is 1. 11 CR you get. Maxwell,
yes,
Yeah.
so that
Okay.
gives you 15 crores.
I would have said Yes, okay. That's about 14 crore for you between the two. Lockie Ferguson.
Yeah, he
Had
was.
two.
Look at, yeah.
Because his form was really bad, and then Jameson came in and did really well as his injury replacement.
So 16 there.
yeah.
Omarzai,
Yeah, he goes 2 for me.
how much does he
Can
give you? About 2.5.
2.4.
So yeah, that's about
19 crores.
19 odd CR you've
That's
got
good.
with this.
That's it, yeah.
19 is good.
But this is the most settled Punjab I've looked in years.
And the most inactive they're likely
Yeah.
to be in a mini auction, because otherwise they'd be breaking the
Auction.
bank. Ah.
Mini, mega doesn't matter. All of them are mega auctions for them.
Yash Thakur at one
I
point.
keep him.
Yeah.
I keep him.
Okay.
It was fine.
16 odd. Okay, so we've decided PBKS 4 players go. They get about 20 CR is what we got, reached.
Yeah, about 18, 19.
18, 19 CR they'll go. Not a great purse. I mean, very rare.
What if
option
they go
for
hard
them.
on Cam Green?
No,
That's sorted. That's it. They get. Hey,
I
Ricky
think
Ponting loves his
others
Aussies.
are sitting with 30 plus CR. Yeah, they'll go. They'll get Cam Green. They have less money. But Maxwell, Stoinis, Lockie, and Omarzai. I think these
Yeah.
are the 4 that we've all
Correct.
zeroed in. Rest, I mean, you can pick and choose. To the final team that there is, MI.
MI, one very obvious name comes in. Deepak Chahar.
Deepak Chahar.
Yeah. 9.25 crores with his injury record.
Didn't have a great season, but then again, I will need a replacement. Who am I going to get? Will I get some fast bowlers?
Shami.
Shami for Chahar. Not a bad option, actually.
Not a bad option.
You know Shami is going into the auction list most likely.
Yeah.
So if you release a Deepak Chahar and you can get a Shami, you'll get him for less. And he's a proven international performer, unlike Deepak. So I go for that. I release Deepak Chahar. Who knows? Some other franchise he might go to and get some luck. But is it going to work out at MI? Maybe not.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with them. So we're going with Deepak Chahar, 9 CR at freeze. Some names that were suggested: Bevan Jacobs with that kind of money, 30 lakhs.
No, man.
Reece Topley also at 75 lakh. Forget.
No.
Mujib, that's
Yes.
an interesting one.
Mujib goes for one very simple reason. He was a replacement player for Allah Ghazanfar.
Yes.
And I think Ghazanfar has the higher ceiling.
Yeah,
Younger,
4.8.
younger, also is an all-round option, has a long handle, bowls mystery spin. I think you'll stick with Allah Ghazanfar and remove Mujib.
Okay, so there's a 2 gone then. Deepak Chahar, I agree. Mujib then goes. You keep. But spin was their issue. Karan Sharma, what do you do at 50 lakh?
No, I keep him.
Yeah, he was wily.
I keep him.
You keep him at 50, but you need spinners. They'll have to go shopping for spinners. That
Yeah.
was their problem last season
It's
as
been a
well.
problem for 2 seasons now.
Actually, because also last year they went hard for Allah Ghazanfar, but then he didn't play, so that was the problem. Because Allah Ghazanfar is someone who has been doing well for Afghanistan, both with the ball and with the bat. So I think they rely heavily on him. Obviously, a younger option. They might potentially go for another spinner, maybe someone who some other team releases. There will be players released. They could be a homecoming for Rahul Chahar at a low price.
Oh.
He's an IPL winner with them, if memory serves me right.
Yeah, we just discussed Chair going, released by SRH,
Yeah.
comes into the auction. They could probably go with him. So they release one brother, get the other one, possibility. But 9 CR for Deepak Chahar, that's the one they have. And who else did we pick?
Potentially, I think Bairstow could be another who goes. 5.25 crores. He was a replacement player for 5.25. Not worth it.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Not worth it. If you want to get him back, get him cheaper. There are not going to be that many teams going for him. He was unsold in last year's auction, lest we forget.
Agreed. So you go with Deepak Chahar at 9.2 and 5 odd CR for
So that gives you
Bairstow.
15.5 crores. And if you
14 point, no?
14.5 crores.
Yeah.
As well as Mujib, I think he was bought in for his base price at 2. So that's 16.25 crores. 16.5 crores.
That's fine.
That's good.
No, but Mujib came in because of Allah Kazan.
Yeah, but then they brought him back. They brought him back at a lower price. No,
Yeah.
Allah Ghazanfar was 4.
Yeah.
But even then, see. So that gives you 14.5. So yeah, I think that's fine.
14.5. Technically, that wouldn't come in because you got him for a cheaper price. That
right?
doesn't
Yeah,
count
yeah,
the
yeah,
cost,
yeah.
So yeah, 14.5 CR they'll go in. Again, team was not an issue. They were not gelling together. I think that is something that they need to do.
They might release Mins.
Should I throw in a name?
Please. Hardik.
No.
Sky.
No.
Don't
And
say
Bolt.
Bumrah.
No.
Don't tell me Rohit Sharma.
What if he wants to?
No.
Abhishek Nayyar's gone to KKR.
Then the night shall rise.
They need a captain.
Arise, Sir Rohit.
Fat chance.
They need a
Don't say
captain.
fat, man.
No, won't happen. That won't happen. I'll tell you why. Because MI is not going to
Fit
replace
chance.
him. Emma is not going to release him.
Unless he has a sudden change of heart.
I'm
no.
sure Abhishek Nair would want him.
No, the best of pals.
Exactly my point. That's why I said. But Emma is not going to let him go.
Emma are not subscribing for bad PR.
No, but generally also they won't let him go.
Yeah.
They're not subscribing for bad PR. Hardik Pandya
Not
proves
anymore.
otherwise.
No, I don't think they'll let him go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's quickly dive into some of your questions. It's been a long dugout today,
marathon
but
session.
great fun.
Yeah.
Looking at all the teams. Pushpa Vati says, what negative impact player rules really? How many young Indian players got opportunity by these rules? Tushar, Mukesh, Simranjeet, Rizvi.
No, I'm sorry. The impact player rule needs to go.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't care how many players
Completely.
are getting those extra chances. You're stunting your all-rounder growth at a time when your head coach is obsessed with all-rounders. Make it make sense.
Yeah. I'm in agreement with it. I
Although
think,
we've not been told, but I hope it's on borrowed time.
yeah,
I
I think
hope
so.
rule.
Correct.
I hope.
Yeah. Mr. Shekhar GTN says not going to happen, but Rashid is just done and dusted.
That's the thing. I think I wait 1 year before making that conclusion.
Same. I see if Yuzi was what 11 crore. How
Yeah.
much? Yeah. See if a Yuzi who's been for a couple of years now out of favor for India can also go for 11. Rashid, who's still very actively playing international cricket.
Also a good batting option.
Very good batting option.
Good fielding
his
option.
Snake shots only getting better with time. So yeah, and you can bat him, right up the order. I remember last season it was he captained GT as well. When
Yeah.
they who was it? I think Gill who got injured or wasn't available for a couple of matches. So he's that senior figure to don't risk him throwing in the auction.
People will go gaga. Then suddenly Cameron Green will be the second most sought after player if Rashid Khan is
Also,
in the
I
auction.
think with the impact player, Cam Green also may not be sold for as high a price as we may have
he'd
seen
be,
earlier.
He'd be. I'll
Trust
tell you
me,
why,
it's a mini-
Harshit.
it's a mini
It's
auction.
not, yes, it's a mini auction. It's not always, how we judge the prize money is like, okay, this is the value of the player we'll pay him. But when you sit with 30 CR and everything is sorted, you just have come for buying two players. You don't mind paying 15 CR.
Chris
Because you're
Morris
saying,
went
I
for
needed
16
it.
crores.
Exactly. I just need that play. I have this much. I don't need to shop for anything else. So you end up paying more than, so the market dynamics actually does. So we sometimes see like, okay, if this player is paid 5, then if this one is just slightly better, should be paid 6. But sometimes it's paid 15, 3 times
Exactly.
because the money was available, not much to buy. So let's go.
Exactly.
That
There's no logic when it comes to mini
Correct.
auctions. Only for the teams who need to rebuild. Only for them. The teams that don't need to rebuild can easily throw 17, 18, 20 crores at Cam Green. Doesn't matter.
Agreed. Danush says, GG won't celebrate Australia ODI series, celebrate follow on Gabba test proves the jealousy. Huge respect, Manoj Tiwari, Jeff Boycott for speaking the truth about it.
I don't know. There's a lot of speculation there.
Okay.
A lot of
Danush,
speculation there.
next.
Oh, we are done with. Okay.
Yeah, just a few comments. Sarat Chandra said, Nikhil sir, many journals reporting for BDN saying India could play Aksar, Washid, Jadeja in place of Kuldeep. If it happens, then why did he send back to Australia just for bench? How much batting? Did he have?
Exactly. It's
Completely
terrible.
agree. Sarat Chandra. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a preview.
Hashtag
and
justice for
we
Kuldeep.
will dwell much more into that. But we know this that Jurel is definitely playing. It's already been announced, so he's playing. Nitish Kumar Reddy has been released from the squad. He's going to play domestic cricket and then come back, which is a nice thing to do. So smart. So that much you know. But yeah, we'll talk about India's combination tomorrow. Indian supporters says everybody wants Cam Green in the auction. I only pray injury doesn't want him more than the franchise after Ashes and a T20.
And he's coming back after a
From
long
an injury.
layoff.
Yeah.
A very long layoff. I like Priyanshu's comment. He says this is the multiverse of madness. Jadeja was once banned for a trade to end up at a team which got banned, only to return to a team that also got banned. In all this, his Instagram also got banned.
That's true.
The funny part is I came across
Instead,
this.
it didn't get banned. I
He
think he's...
deactivated. Yeah. I remember coming across a comment on social media saying, and this is talking about RR and all the trades, crazy trades. He quote tweets and says, "Thank God this franchise got banned for 2 years." You know what gets better? It was a CSK fan saying it. And I'm like, is there no irony appreciation here, guys? Come on.
Fanverse, it happens. Aravind Atreyas is saying, Harshit, DC should release Mukesh Natarajan, JFM, Faf, Brook, Mohit will get 37 plus 5 extra, total 42. This is his.
So he's only added Mohit to the mix. Other names we agreed upon.
No,
No, we didn't agree on Faf and Brook.
We
Oh,
didn't.
that's 4 crores. You're still looking at a purse of about 30 crores.
Yeah. You says KKR should go for Besto. He gives what Salt was giving them. Release Gurbaz and keep QDK as he has come out.
Good
of the
shout.
camp.
Very good shout.
Yeah.
But
I would-
if you get Besto at a base price-ish types, give him a point to prove.
Yeah.
Because he's a very good player on his day. But again, I think his IPL stock was very low to the point he went unsold in the mega auction. Which tells you everything.
Siddharth says, Nikhil sir, yesterday you and Sidvi were discussing, nobody remembers SA cricket legacy for no ICC title. I believe 3-peat of Test series down under is greatest non-Aussie achievement this century. Views.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good point. Very good point.
I agree. 3-peat, I like that word.
3-peat.
3-peat, okay. Manu Jain is saying, based on yesterday's dugout, if Rohit Virat would fail and even we have won the series, the topic would be Roko.
And they generate a lot of talking points.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Yeah. No, what he's trying to say is that
You'll end up talking about them.
no, you're saying that
regardless.
let's not celebrate that thing. So you would have been talking about them. That's true because that was the context of the series. Amit Deshmukh says, switching to the test match, why does only Kolkata curator find himself in news for all the... He sticks to his guns, that's why. The interview is also up on.
Well, he didn't
You
really
can
say
check
anything
it.
bad this time around, at least.
Yeah.
Because he's
He wasn't
saving it
picking
for
fights with the
IPL.
captain.
He's saving it for the IPL.
Yeah.
Okay. Final comment. Amit says that CSK should go for Deepak Chahar. If I think they
Could
may,
be a
they may
homecoming.
be.
Yeah.
Homecoming. Yeah. Bring him back and get the best out of him. Possible.
For 5 matches.
Yep. Okay. On that note, thank you, ladies and gents, for joining us for yet another edition of the Dugout. It was an exhaustive one. I hope you had a good time listening to it. We'd love to know your thoughts. Even for those of you who are watching much later, do leave in a comment and maybe some other discussion, we'll bring that up. From all of us here, take care. Bye-bye. Good night. Nandri. Vanakkam. Shubhratri. Shabba khair.
Eat your vegetables and don't trouble your mother. And subscribe to Sports Today.
Bye-bye.